there has been rumblings that basically, Kelsey Plum wanted to get the hell away from them. Meaning Becky Hammon and AJ Wilson. And I'm here to tell you guys, it is looking like that way because none other than Kelsey Plum actually fired shots at the Las Vegas Aces in her opening press conference interview.
Is this the end of the Las Vegas Aces dynasty? With 5 key players leaving and controversy brewing, it certainly seems like it. But there's more to this story than what appears on the surface.
Now, we know throughout the offseason there has been a lot of chatter behind the scenes in regards to the Las Vegas Aces. The Las Vegas Aces team was completely derailed at the conclusion of the season, which leaving a lot of people to speculate what the hell is going on in Vegas.
To Kelsey Plum has finally spoken out, and she's not holding back. In her first press conference with the LA Sparks, she pointed fingers at her former team. But that's just the beginning. Is AJ Wilson truly responsible for the team's mass exit and collapse? Did Coach Becky Hammon play a role? Or is there a deeper conspiracy behind it all? Let's dive into the details.
Just a question for Kelsey. You came from a place in Las Vegas that really valued player health and player experience. I'm just curious what it was about LA that convinced you that the Sparks would also provide a high-quality player experience and amenities.
Picture this. Kelsey Plum standing at the podium, holding an LA Sparks jersey. The room is tense, anticipation hanging heavy. In the air. Something's not right. You can feel it. What's she about to reveal?
I will say every step of the way, they have not just met but exceeded my expectations. And I've been treated better than I've ever been as a WNBA player. And I think that, at times, people have their own experiences, but I can speak for myself. And this has been first class.
At first, it's all smiles and gratitude. The usual press conference routine. But then Plum drops a bombshell that shakes the entire WNBA. I've been treated better here than I ever was as a WNBA player. Wait, did she just throw shade at the Aces?
I know that this franchise is extremely valuing the opportunity to be able to support players in any way that they can. And I've seen that firsthand. And, obviously as the franchise, we continue to build on this year. And, there's been a lot of change in the last couple years with, coach and management and things like that. I'm excited to be part of the new wave and, we'll be able to show players that this is a place where LA, you want to play.
Let's unpack this. Plum spent years with the Aces, winning championships and averaging 17.8 points, 4.2 assists, and 2.6 rebounds per game in her final season. She was drafted by them. It's the only WNBA team she's ever known. She always seemed happy there. So why is she now hinting that she wasn't treated well? What's really going on in Las Vegas? We'll break it all down. Stay tuned.
I've been treated better than I ever have been as a WNBA player. Now, that is the comment there that is raising eyebrows amongst fans in regards to Kelsey Plum, stating that she's been treated better so far than she has ever been as a WNBA player.
Here's where it gets interesting. Plum's comments aren't just about her experience in LA, they're a glimpse into the Aces locker room. Remember when the Aces were unstoppable? That perfect image might have been nothing more than a mirage.
For someone like me, it's just a perfect mix of preparation and opportunity. I've been chomping at the bit to get the opportunity to be able to lead and show, who I am as a player on a different scale. And so I'm just really excited about that. And I've never been more ready. And, I think some people might be surprised, but no one that really knows will be.
But Plum isn't finished. She speaks about her excitement for her new role and the chance to make a bigger impact. Is she implying she couldn't do that with the Aces? Was she being held back?
She said it's always been leading by example, a level of consistency as a pro these days. We get caught up in how we feel. It doesn't matter how you feel as a leader. You got to show up and lead. There's a level of competitiveness that has to be consistent every day. It's a culture. Other than that, just having fun. We all play better and enjoy ourselves when we're doing what we love to do. She's definitely sending subliminals back to Vegas, bro.
Social media is buzzing. Some fans are slamming the Aces management, while others are thrilled about Plum's fresh start with the Sparks. One fan even commented, "Kelsey can finally focus on her own game." Now without constantly hearing about someone winning unanimous MVP. Ouch. That's a clear jab at Wilson.
Just feel like an overwhelming sense of love. I feel like open arms. I was actually in the airport this morning and I was just getting some water and the guy was like, "Go Sparks!" It's just, I feel that. So I'm excited about that because I really do feel like people have kind of already wrapped their arms around me. I haven't even played a game yet. Just the welcoming of my teammates and coach and Reagan and ownership, I feel very loved already.
Think about it. Plum's move to the Sparks isn't just about changing jerseys. It's a complete career shift. She's looking to redefine her role, her impact. It's like she's breaking free from something. But what? Remember, Plum isn't just any player. She's an Olympic gold medalist, a WNBA champion. When someone of her caliber talks about needing a bigger stage to prove herself, it's not just talk, it's a statement.
And I'm so grateful to be reunited with Dee. To play with people like Cam and Rakia, and I could continue to go on the list.
And here's the reality. Plum's words aren't just about her. They're casting a spotlight on the entire Aces organization. What's really happening behind those bright Vegas lights? Are players feeling undervalued, restricted? Plum's comments have lit the fuse and the implosion is underway.
We're here to compete. So there's expectations to win right away. And I know for me, there is a level of intensity and work ethic that I do bring to the table, but really just I'm grateful for this opportunity to show that being one of the best players in the world and just taking this franchise back to where it's been and where it will continue to go. So again, I just want to thank ownership support and really just means a lot that everyone's here and it's a new day in LA, so we're gonna hoop.
Remember when the Aces were the team everyone dreamed of joining? When players were willing to take pay cuts just for a chance at that championship ring? Well, those days are over. The Aces' empire is crumbling faster than a house of cards in a Vegas windstorm, and you won't believe who's next to jump ship.
So, for all Aces fans, it's over. It's over. It's over. The reign of the Aces is over. I understand the shortest dynasty in the history of the sport of basketball. I've never heard of a dynasty that won 2 championships and then was done, because you're seeing all the ring-chasing free agents getting out of Vegas.
After their shocking semifinals loss, Coach Becky Hammond warned us that changes were coming, but no one expected this. It's not just 1 or 2 players leaving. It's a full-blown exodus, and it's leaving the Aces roster looking like Swiss cheese.
We have to get better. We have to really take a sharp look at ourselves, look ourselves in the mirror, see our shortcomings, and then, you got to make the moves necessary, whatever that means, to put the best product that we possibly can. It's not going to be the same group probably next year. It just won't. And I'm sad about that because I really like that group. They were a pain in my ass, but I was a pain in their ass too.
Let's start with Kate Martin. Remember her? The fan favorite. The rising star who had Aces fans. Dreaming of a bright future? Well, the Aces left her unprotected in the expansion draft, and the Golden State Valkyries snatched her up faster than you can say rookie mistake. Martin's thrilled about her new journey, saying, "I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries." Ouch. Aces. That's got to sting.
I'm really excited. This league is all about opportunity, and, you just need one shot, right? And I'm very thankful for the Aces and everything I got to learn there, but I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries.
But wait, there's more. Sydney Colson, Wilson's best friend and the heartbeat of the locker room, is heading to Indiana. That's right, Colson's joining the Fever, leaving Wilson without her ride or die on the court. It's like watching the Aces team chemistry evaporate right before our eyes.
You mean to tell me that 2-time WNBA champion, the face of the God Dog League, okay? The Aces' main girl, right-hand man, Sydney Colson, is no longer returning to the Aces and is signing with the Indiana Fever? First of all, do the Fever even have any more roster spots open? How many folks are you guys going to sign?
And if you thought that was bad, brace yourself. Tiffany Hayes, the reigning WNBA 6th Player of the Year, is also saying goodbye to Sin City. She's joining Kate Martin on the Valkyries, taking her 9.5 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game with her. That's a massive blow to the Aces bench depth. Folks,
then, of course, there is Tiffany Hayes, who, guys, Tiffany Hayes was not even supposed to be in the WNBA last season. She had actually retired in the offseason of 2024.
But we're not done yet. Alicia Clark, fresh off a championship win with the Aces, is heading back to her old stomping grounds in Seattle. She's ecstatic about her return, saying, "I would love to go back to my WNBA home, which is Seattle." Another one bites the dust for the Aces.
Let's start with Alicia Clark. According to Ramona Shelburne of ESPN, the Aces wanted to bring back Alicia Clark. But when Seattle came a-knocking, Alicia was like, you know what? I would love to go back to my WNBA home, which is Seattle. Now, guys, if y'all don't know, Alicia Clark won 2 titles with the Seattle Storm in 2018 and 2020. And now at 37 years old, she is looking to bring her 3-and-D game back to Seattle.
So what's causing all these players to leave? Is it the allure of new opportunities, or is there something rotten in the state of Las Vegas? Here's where it gets interesting. The Aces' salary cap is tighter than a Vegas poker player's grip on their chips. After landing Jewel Lloyd with her Supermax contract, the Aces are struggling to fill out their roster with minimum deals. It's like a high-stakes game of musical chairs, and the Aces are running out of seats.
I don't want to be great for you guys, no offense, but I want to be great for my team. I want to be great for this franchise. It is hard as shit. It is hard as shit because there's tons of people that want to break you down. Great teams in this league that are going to try to come after you every single night. But when it comes to taking accountability, I have no problem in that because I want to be great. I want to be great for my teammates. So yes, it can start in practice. Yes, it starts in training camp. Yes, it starts in the wins and the losses. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to challenge myself and my teammates every single day. Because when you're talking about greatness, it starts with consistency.
Let's dig into what's really happening behind the scenes with the Aces. If you thought the player exodus was bad, buckle up, because the front office drama makes their on-court issues look like child's play. Remember when the Aces front office was the envy of the league? Those days are long gone. Now, it feels more like a ghost town, and at the center of this chaos is General Manager Natalie Williams, or should I say, former General Manager. That's right. Williams was fired due to a vague front office restructuring. But here's the kicker. Months later, the Aces still haven't named a new GM. Talk about leaving your organization in limbo.
But also, there is a huge thing that you all have to keep in mind is that the Las Vegas Aces do not have a GM right now. They let go of their GM a couple months ago, and they have not put anyone in that place. And so, hey, Nikki Fargas and Becky Hammond are trying to make some wonders without an actual GM.
But wait, there's more. Rumors are swirling that head coach Becky Hammond is making a power move. Word on the street is she's aiming for a dual role as both head coach and general manager. Sound familiar? It's the same setup her former boss Greg Popovich had. But let's be honest, is consolidating that much power really a good idea when the house is already on fire? And speaking of Hammond, she's dealing with her own set of issues. Remember that suspension she got for violating the league's respect in the workplace policy? Yeah, that didn't exactly help the Aces' image. But that's just the tip of the iceberg.
What is going on in their locker room? Like, this Aces team is falling apart. This is not a coach that I would want to play for.
Let's not forget about the Dearica Hamby lawsuit. The former Aces player is alleging discrimination and unfair treatment related to her pregnancy. And this isn't just some frivolous claim. The league took it seriously enough to hit the Aces with a $500,000 fine and strip them of their 2025 first-round draft pick. Ouch.
On top of that, the league is investigating the Aces for potential salary cap circumvention. Back in May, the Las Vegas Convention Authority gave each of the players an additional $100,000 to basically be active in the community.
But we're not done yet. The league is now investigating the Aces for potential salary cap circumvention. They're looking into allegations of undisclosed benefits being given to players, basically sneaking extra perks under the table. Not exactly the kind of spotlight you want when you're trying to build a dynasty, is it? With all this drama, is it any wonder players are running for the exits? The Aces have gone from being the team everyone wanted to join to the team everyone's trying to escape.
Breaking news came down, so we have to discuss it. This is what we do here. We're talking about the Indiana Fever making yet another move, Alicia, because they're Thanos right now and they're collecting all the Infinity Stones.
While the Aces are playing musical chairs with their roster, another team is orchestrating a symphony of success. Are you ready for the Indiana Fever's a comeback story? It's time to talk about the team that's gone from being the WNBA's punching bag to the talk of the town. Picture this. The Indiana Fever, once the league's cellar dwellers, are now making moves that turn heads and raise eyebrows. As Vegas crumbles, the Fever are putting on a masterclass in team building. But the big question remains, can they really go from a worst to first?
I am ready to proclaim the Indiana Fever as your WNBA champs.
24, let's talk about the Indiana Fever's free agency shopping spree. It's like they're assembling a who's who of WNBA royalty to build around their generational superstar, Caitlin Clark, and the Fab Four of Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey, Mitchell, Lexi Hull, and Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard, a three-time WNBA champion, brings her defensive prowess and versatility to the front court. DeWanna Bonner, a four-time All-Star, adds scoring punch and veteran leadership. Sophie Cunningham, known for her fiery competitiveness and clutch shooting, joins the mix. And Sydney Coulson? She brings championship experience and a winning mentality from her time with the Aces.
Building quality depth is going to be important. You know, when you have a core three like we have, you know, surrounding them with players who are going to, you know, fill the roles, certainly, first and foremost, who are going to embrace the roles, you know, secondly, and who give us the best opportunities for success by complementing what they do really, really well.
But that's not all. The Fever didn't just bring in new talent. They kept their homegrown star, Kelsey Mitchell. That's how you build loyalty, folks. Mitchell, who's been with the Fever through thick and thin, now has a supporting cast that can help her shine even brighter. Here's where it gets interesting. The Fever didn't just sign these players. These players chose the Fever. In one offseason, they've gone from league laughingstock to potential powerhouse. And you know what? It's a nice slap in the face to those who doubted them, like Cheryl Swoops, who once said, "No one wanted to play in Indiana."
That doesn't make any sense by any stretch of the imagination. In what way would you not want to play in Indiana? The place where you're getting sold out arenas, the most viewership on television, playing with a player who was top 3 in MVP voting as a rookie, who clearly elevates her teammates around her. She scores a lot, but she is also dishing out the ball, able to elevate everyone around her. Why wouldn't you want to be in that system?
Tearix. While the Aces are dealing with drama and departures, the Fever are showing everyone how it's done. They're building a positive team culture, making smart management decisions, and rapidly changing their franchise's fortunes. It's like watching a phoenix rise from the ashes, but instead of flames, it's decked out in Fever red and blue. And let's not forget the mastermind behind this transformation, Kelly Krauskopf. The team's returning president has orchestrated a comeback for the ages. She brought in Amber Cox as GM, a savvy move that's already paying dividends. And with Stephanie Whiteout back as head coach, it's like the old band's getting back together. But this time, they're ready to top the charts.
Indiana Fever are officially title contenders. Every day they have something new for us in free agency. And today, it's Miss DeWanna Bonner. 6-time WNBA All-Star and WNBA champ, a veteran in this game, can pretty much do it all. Also an enforcer, nasty defense. Should I continue? We have a new starting 5. Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, DeWanna at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, and Aaliyah Boston at the 5.
The Fever aren't just building a team, they're creating a winning environment. They're proving that with the outright leadership, smart acquisitions, and a dash of homegrown talent, you can turn things around faster than you can say WNBA champions. The Indiana Fever are quietly building a SAP powerhouse. And it's not just about Sapori Caitlin Clark. They're bringing back key figures like Kelly Krauskopf and adding championship veterans to support their rising star. Meanwhile, the Young Aces are dealing with a locker room drama and leadership issues that could seriously mess up their rebuilding plans.
I'm really trying here not to crash out, okay? can't take too much more. I just said the other day, what did I say? Another bomb is Sunday. I said, this isn't it. You know, I can't wait to see what the next bomb would be. Didn't know this would be the bomb. Stephanie White ain't playing fair. I have to say it again. Stephanie White is not playing fair. She on one.
Here's the thing. The WNBA landscape is shifting. Big time. The hot Aces fall isn't just about losing players. It's about a culture of arrogance finally catching up to them. As they scramble to pick up the pieces, teams like the Fever are putting together something special. So, who are you going to root for when the dust settles? The once mighty Aces trying to cling to their throne, or the up-and-coming Fever, ready to take the league by storm? One thing's for sure. This next season is going to be wild. The D-Power dynamics are changing, and we're all in for one heck of a show. Are you excited? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.